All right, good morning, everyone. All right, let's see how NASDAQ looks. Wow, damn, that's tough. The daily candle already looks like it kind of made its move. Before I draw out my zones, I want to see what happened overnight. Let's see. Oh, okay. It actually doesn't look too bad. Mm, mm. I mean, the market's already down 1.2%, which is a pretty big move. Where's VWAP? And it looks like we've been chopping through VWAP for a couple hours now. Interesting. All right, let's start on the 4-hour time frame. Or actually on the daily. I know on the daily we have a zone down here. I don't think we'll get down here today, but you never know. And I'm pretty sure there's also a gap down here, which could be a good target if the market keeps going down. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know why. I woke up feeling good. Probably because I won because I won yesterday, which is bad. I should not be feeling that way because I won a trade. But I feel like it's been a while. I don't know, I feel good about the trading. I think I'm finally getting back into the groove. Finally. Okay, here's the gap I was talking about, which right now is 375 points away, which is quite far away. But if the market keeps going down, then we could easily get down there. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at this zone yesterday. Let's see. Okay, so this 1 hour demand zone, we've tapped into, it looks like, let's see. Okay, we've only tapped into it once and we kind of bounced off of it. So I'll definitely be paying attention to this area here, this 1 hour demand zone. I'm pretty sure there's also a 90-minute zone. Yeah, right here. They're kind of stacked onto each other, which is not that good. I like this 90-minute zone because we tapped into it right here and then we had a really nice move up. So that's really the only reason I'm marking it. But yeah, I'll be paying attention to if we tap into this area again and we bounce off of it. Obviously, I'll be looking for longs somehow. But if we get below 988, I mean, I'll be thinking we're breaking past the zone. So I'd probably short around this area. And a good target could be this 50% line of the 90-minute zone. That's about 50 points, which is good enough. We'll see. Let's look for more zones. We got another 90-minute supply zone up here. It's pretty far away. I don't think I'll. Yeah, that's too far away. I probably won't take a trade off of that. Let's see what else. Can you please explain how Apex account works? I mean, it's just like any other prop firm. They did update. Let's look at their website. So, of course, they have their 90% off sale. You can pass any account in one day. I know that. Every account is one day pass. There's no consistency on the eValve. You can either get a account with no activation fee or an account that comes with an activation fee if you pass it. And you can also get a 1 pack or a 5 pack. But what are you confused about on the accounts? Like the payout rules? If you're confused about the payout rules, you could go to FAQ section. But some of their payout rules are you need 5 trading days. Let's see. You need a 50% consistency, which isn't that bad. It's very similar to TopStep. You can either choose end of day drawdown or intraday. End of day is going to be more easier, but it might be more pricier. And okay, there it is. I was going to say my screen froze. But the good thing about Apex now is that you actually can't request a payout. You can't request a payout that will get denied. You know, the dashboard won't let you request a payout if it's not going to get approved. I think it's rare now for like payouts to get denied or something because of the dashboard. They change rules when you go from eValve to funded. They don't mention the cost of the activation fee. Yeah, so the activation fee is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's like $65. But like I said, you can choose if you don't want to pay an activation fee and pay more money, upfront before passing the account. Trying to see where is their FAQ section. Okay, maybe here. Okay, no, that's not it. Maybe I might have to log in order to see. Oh, right here, help desk. Let's see, end of day. You could choose the intraday, but I will say it's way harder. Minimum payout is 500. Actually, I should search up their activation fee. Okay, so if you don't know, once you pass your account, you have 7 days to activate your account. Before, I'm pretty sure it was like 30 days. Now it's 7, so I'd watch out for that if you pass it. Make sure you can activate it ASAP. Let's see. Do they actually mention the price? I might have to search it up. I know it's somewhere, I just can't find it. Yeah, let's search it up. It ranges from 70 to 140. or $100 to 160 depending on your account size. Yeah. I should check cuz I did have Apex email me like a PDF of their, you know, everything. So I should probably check that. But yeah, I guess it ranges from 100 to 160, which is pretty regular. Doesn't sound crazy expensive compared to other prop firms. That's like what you usually pay. Damn. That's crazy. I was looking at this zone earlier. Now I can't look at it anymore. Okay, this sucks. I thought I'd have more zones on the smaller time frame, but I don't. I really wish I had a zone around this area here because it's clearly an area of interest for the market. Damn. I mean, we got this 5 minute zone here. I don't think I would. Maybe I would. I would take longs off of here if we break past 130. Then I feel like for me that'd be okay. We're bouncing off of this zone. We're most likely gonna go to this area here. Hopefully that made sense. Yeah. And then where's VWAP? Yeah, we've been chopping up at VWAP. Okay. Well, that's about it for NASDAQ. There's really not much close to price except this 1 hour and 90 minute zone, which I'm hoping we chill out over here because I want to be around this area once the market opens up. On US 30, um, mm, this is the analysis I had yesterday. And you can see as soon as we got above this 2 hour zone, that was that. That was history. So it's right at all time highs. Usually for me, that's pretty hard to trade. So I don't have too many zones. Well, let's see what we have. Don't see too much. Yeah. I mean, I'll mark all time highs. What is this blue line? Hmm. Let's see. Mm. I mean, I was gonna say this could be a 1 hour zone, but the basing candle just looks too big. Okay, it's smaller than the. Mm, I'll mark it out. I don't think it's that good though. Only because the basing candle's huge. Hopefully, I could find a better one. I mean, I won't be trading US 30. I told myself I won't be trading it this week. I felt like I needed a break from US 30. I kept losing on it last week. Ooh, I really like this 45 minute zone. We've bounced off of it a couple times. Could bounce off of it again, or we could break past it and maybe get down to this 1 hour zone. But again, I won't take the trade on US 30. Okay. And there's also just, damn, there's not much. I'm excited to see how the market opens up today. I think, honestly, this whole week has been pretty good. Even though I haven't been trading the best, I think the markets have had really good volume during New York Open, which is good. The only thing I've noticed is that it's kind of been opening up very close to VWAP. which could be good, could be bad. Now that I know the trick though to trade around VWAP, I would say the trick to trading around VWAP is waiting for a retest. Like, that's the only reason I won the trade yesterday. And it's also the reason to why I lost the trades in the beginning of the week. Yeah, waiting for a retest is the move if I'll trade around VWAP. How much time we got left? Okay, damn. We got like 13 minutes. Let's see what is up on the news. I'm sure it's nothing new. Let's see. Okay. Another month of strong job gains in May. I don't understand how there's more jobs. I promise there's gonna be a recession. Like, there's no way there's not a recession. Like, this AI bubble's gonna pop. Maybe that's just me, but I think it will. It just makes sense. Like, I see it around myself. Like, even when I go to the groceries, there's a robot taking someone's job. I see it in the airport. You know, the people that push the wheelchairs at the airport and like that's their job? Bro, I saw an electric wheelchair that drives itself. Like, there's gonna be a robot for every single thing. In Texas, in Austin, a Waymo is a car that drives itself, is a Uber. Now there's gonna be no driver. There's gonna be no driver. There's gonna be no driver, just the car driving itself. And I bet you guys could think of something that you recently saw that was like, damn, the robots are taking over. Slowly but surely, I think it will happen. And it's gonna shake the markets. I think it will. But yeah, I'm still kind of surprised that there's more jobs and the unemployment rate is steady. It's surprising, but I'm telling you, it's gonna come out of nowhere. We're gonna be like, what? Markets are crashing? I'm gonna be laughing on the side. That's what I think. You never know. What do you guys think? Are you employed? No. I'm unemployed. I'm very unemployed. Yeah. It's been over a year now that I've been full-time trading, doing my thing. And I'll never regret it. I don't think I'll ever regret it. And it's not for everyone too. Like, everyone's different. I would say if you have a job that you really like, you enjoy it, and you can trade, even better. Even better. Yeah. If I had a job that I really loved on the side, I would have kept it and kept trading. But unfortunately, I didn't like my job. I did not like it at all. It was a pretty hard job. And I mean, my coworkers were old white men. I was pretty lonely. AI will take care of day trading. Shit, that too, right? Like, there's even more robots trading for people now. Yeah, I saw this video of I think they're a prop firm, but you know, like an actual one. Like I think it's a hedge fund. They have a YouTube channel and they were talking about Cloud, you know, the AI, and how before it was really like, you know, how do I say it? Like, you know, people in Wall Street, you know, rich people trading with robots. But now with cloud and like, you know, all this other AI stuff, retail traders have access to it. Like they could easily, make the robot trade or make an algorithm that trades. So yeah, it's cool. But I do still think, like, even though robots can trade for you, I still think people will choose to trade themselves because there's just some things that robots can't do with trading. In some cases, yeah. What do you guys think about a possible recession? Might take a minute for the stats to catch up, but we're going in a recession. Yeah, and I think we've been due for one, right? Like, aren't we late to one or something? I think. Mm. And then I think I mentioned in the beginning of the week how Canada has been in a recession for months, which is crazy because, like, I don't know. As an American, like, you don't really hear about that. I don't even know how I got that email. Yeah, I think for Americans, it's more scary to hear that there's a recession because of what happened with the Great Depression, right? I think that's why it's so scary. Well, for me, right? And for, I don't know, for everyone else, because we kind of learned about that in school. It's like a huge part of our social studies class. Rents at all time highs, groceries, everything. People can't afford mortgages. We're going to have boots on ground in Iran. Oil prices might skyrocket. I think we're going to see a 2008 crash. I think so too. Something similar to that, if not worse. Like, who knows? And a third world war is coming. And then the end times. Call me crazy. I don't care. No, yeah, like if it adds up, it adds up. It's just a matter of time, really. With the economy struggle. Damn, I can't read on stream. Like, this shit is embarrassing. With the economy struggling, it feels like we're heading towards universe. This is the most reading I do throughout the day. With the economy struggling, it feels like we're heading toward universal basic income and a loss of personal ambition. Mm, okay, I like that because it makes sense. At this rate, we might all end up resorting to OnlyFans just to get by. It adds up. It does. I agree with that. I agree with that. Maybe not OnlyFans, but something similar to it. Like, not OnlyFans, like, selling info like that. I think that's going to be huge. It's already huge. It's already huge. It's insane. Someone said, look into the juice box, people. I might be outdated because I always see like that juice box emoji and I'm like, what are they talking about? So I don't know what you're talking about there, surprisingly. Usually I tend to know, like, that type of stuff, but I don't know about the juice box stuff. Okay. Okay, never mind. Maybe I do. And how they are trying to bring end times to the world. It's crazy. Talking about the okay. See, I'm scared to say it. Yo, that reminds me of the Sean Strickland thing. You guys know about that? I watch UFC, so of course I'm into that Sean Strickland drama. But it's because my brother sent it to me. Basically, what happened with Sean Strickland, I think he mentioned something about the Jewish people. I'm not sure what exactly he mentioned, but he did that, and then a couple of days later, he was like, he's not allowed to go to the White House event. Chat, that's weird, right? Small hats. It's crazy though because I can't watch you again because of ads. I'll try next week. Shit, I should turn the ads off because I really don't even make money from the stream on YouTube. Let me see if I could turn it off now. I'm pretty sure I have to turn it off. Yeah, when I create the stream. Oh wait. Yeah, no. Oh wait, maybe I can. Yeah, I turned it off. There should be no more ads on the stream. Did you build your PC or was it pre-built? I built it. I built it a couple years ago, and then last year I had to replace the graphics card, the motherboard, and the SSD because it was like very outdated. But now it looks like a beast. Look at that graphics card. Damn. Yeah, I love the graphics card. For some reason, this graphics card was like really hard to put on. I don't know why. It should be the easiest part to put on. But I was struggling for like 10 minutes trying to put it on. You know how it should just slide in and it should clip in? It wasn't doing that. It was like stuck. Yo, I was, oh my gosh. I was sweating, I was raging, I was screaming. And then once I like screamed, I let it out, the fucking graphics card slid in and I was like, "Damn. That's all I needed." Yeah, I don't know. Oh, and then I also got a new power supply. Yeah. And then yeah, two of these RAM sticks are fake. They're just like there for the light. You know what graphics card I really really wanted? Oh my gosh, here's the market open. Didn't even realize. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think if this gets below 987, it'll keep shorting, keep going lower. But we could also bounce from here. Yeah. Let's see. I'm kind of thinking of buying around here. But if I miss this move up, then I'll wait for it to get to this 5 minute zone. Yeah, definitely want to see this close above 56. Okay, which it did. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna come down to retest the area, so I'll probably wait for it to tap this 5 minute zone. Unless it comes back down here to 57, then I'll take the buy. You know, if we retest this area. You probably didn't open the slot with the little button. I did. I don't see. I did everything for the graphics card to slide in, and it was stuck. I still don't know how I got it in. But yeah, it was very weird because the graphics card is the easiest thing to put on, and I was literally struggling for like 10 minutes, maybe even longer. I was there for a while. Yeah, I almost had a crash out. I remember. Okay, here we are, kind of retesting this area. So yeah, I want to see if we bounce from here or if we keep moving down. If we go down from here, I would expect this to sell off below 88, 988. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'm glad I did not take the buy just yet. What the heck? Oh my goodness, I'm on the wrong thing. Of course I am. All right, I am thinking buy if we get above this 1 minute wick. Only if we get above the 1 minute wick. But yeah, I'm thinking if we do end up getting below 988, I do think it'll sell off, like continue to sell off, which is going to be impressive because it's already sold off quite a bit during, the overnight session. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. I'd probably wait for at least a 5 minute candle if it actually goes down there. Okay, no. See, we've rejected it already. Let's see how this closes though. We still got a couple more minutes for this 5 minute candle. The first 5 minute candle didn't close out so good. Huge wick, small body, just not a good sign. Okay, here we are retesting this area again. Wow, US 30. It had a perfect sell off from this 5 minute supply zone. Cool. Two more minutes for this 5 minute candle to close, which I definitely want to see if it closes above 988, above or below it. All right, this is the last minute of the 5 minute candle. I always like to say the last minute of the 5 minute candle always pushes towards where it really wants to go. So that's either when it'll create a huge wick on the 5 minute or it'll close out strong. Huge wick so far. Let's see, I might actually take a buy if it gets above these wicks. These 1 minute wicks. The 5 minute candle kind of closed out, rejecting the 50% line and this 90 minute zone. But we'll see. Still got 5 more minutes for this 15 minute candle. I think the 15 minute candle always gives a great hint towards where it wants to go. So I'm thinking if it closes below 988, it'll keep going down. If not, then probably bounce from here. Okay, it broke the lows. Which usually I would go for a short if I see candle closing strong like this. Well, I don't know. I don't want to short it and then get stopped on a pullback. Unless I see like a good retest of this area, something like that. The opening range is pretty good. It slowly sold off. Two more minutes for this 15-minute candle to close. I just want to zoom out really quick and see what's around here. All right, this is the last minute of the 15-minute candle. It does look like it'll close below 988, which usually I'd say like that's pretty bearish, but then I also have this 90-minute zone down here. I usually don't have stacked zones like this. So I'm gonna just have to wait and see. US 30 still selling off quite a bit. I think this really good opening, even for US 30. Okay, there's a 15-minute candle. Huge opening range. We're at this 90-minute 50% line. Yeah, this looks like rip right through it. Close below the 50% line. I do want to see some type of retest, whether it's at 920 or 928, the opening range. Okay. There's the retest. And it broke the low. All right, I'm in a short here. Okay, nice push down. I do think this could get down to 811, which is a 1 hour demand zone. Whoa, my screen froze for a second. Let's see. I mean, it already sold off quite a lot. I mean, it's been selling off though. That's the thing. Could break even here as well. I definitely will, even though I don't want to, just because there really hasn't been a serious pullback. Wow. All right, that's TP2. I like this 1 minute candle close. I'm actually going to trail this on the 1 minute. Yeah, because, yeah. That is nasty work. Damn, it kind of failed to really get past the low. Let's see. I don't want it to bounce off of this area again. I just want to see a clean break pass. If we bounce off this area, then we'll see a pullback. All right, I got stopped out of that. slightly in profit. Obviously, this is very bearish, but like if I get back in again, I want to see a retest. Maybe this is the retest. US 30 definitely slowed down. Yeah, if it pulls back, I don't know. I'd want to see either retest the 50% line or the opening range. Five more minutes for this next 15-minute candle. I don't know. It definitely looks like it slowed down. Not a good sign. I'm definitely thinking short if it gets below the zone again. Okay, there we go. I'm in a short again. I do think this could get down to this 1 hour demand zone down here. That's where the TP is. All right, I'm gonna break even here. All right, one more push down. There we go. All right, perfect. That's literally what I wanted since the beginning. Goddamn break even. Look at that. Dang, even if I was break even on that first trade, I probably would have gotten wicked out. Damn, I need to change that rule about breaking even. Where did anyone come up with this break even rule? Like, it doesn't make sense. If you think about it, I literally always tell myself that I don't know why I still break even. If you think about it, your first stop loss when you get into a trade should be okay, if I get stopped out, it'll most likely reverse from here. That's what I kind of tell myself for every stop. This is still selling off. This is insane. Let's take a look at the daily time frame. This is actually crazy. Look at the daily time frame, guys. Look at that. That's why I didn't think this was actually going to sell off for New York Open. At first, I thought we were really bouncing off of here, so I was looking for longs. Absolutely not. It kept selling off, and it's still going. Look at the daily time frame. It looks like it really wants that gap. That's what it looks like. Damn. This we haven't I don't think we've seen a sell off this good in a while. Anyways, the first trade that I took, I would say it was A plus. Just really got wicked out. That's tough. But yeah, for the first trade, I was still aiming for 810, which was a 1 hour zone. And then I was like, okay, this might be a small pullback. It will either retest, this 50% or the opening range. So I saw it creating. This reminds me of what's his name? Patrick Wheeland. He trades a lot of bear flags. Which is funny because he makes fun of Tory trades for trading trend lines, and bear flags are trend lines. Anyways, I saw this little bear flag, I guess, and I was like, okay, if we get back below the zone, I know for a fact we're gonna get to the next zone. So let me just take it. It definitely wasn't A plus, like A plus plus, but it still made sense. It still kind of aligned with the first trade as well. But I will say the second trade was like a continuation trade. If you think about it as well, of course, I could have gotten a way earlier entry all the way up here. Let me turn this off. Up here at this 1 hour zone. and it would have played out beautifully. But I was like, let me just wait for us to get to this 90-minute zone. I waited. We saw, I don't know, this was A plus. Like we saw the US 30 with the pump, with 100-point pump. Damn, on a 1 minute candle, that's pretty good. Okay, US 30. You were only stuck for about 30 minutes there. No, 20 minutes. Anyways, damn, what was I saying? Oh, this was A plus. Like we saw the 1 minute candle closing below 50%. Next candle opens up, retest the zone. Like this is exactly what I want to see right here. This perfect retest. And then break down. That's where the entry was. Entry was right here. And then the break even. I don't even want to say that, but like I never want to break even again. It just doesn't make sense anymore at this point, except saving money, kind of. But technically, if you break even and the trade plays out, you're losing money. So it's like, in reality, it's not really doing much. Something to think about. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to remove that break even rule. Yeah, honestly, I didn't think it would sell off during New York Open. I didn't. I did not think it was gonna sell off. Only because like we were already down over 1% overnight. That's a big move. I mean, if you look at the daily as well, the daily was like up here, you know? It was already kind of a big candle, and now it's even bigger. Yeah, I think now we're going to this gap down here. That's kind of what makes sense. Also, around this gap, if you look at the daily, is an area of resistance right here, right? This area here. So it could turn into support. Like I could see us either filling the gap or bouncing off of it. But we'll see. We won't know until that daily candle closes. And I think it'll give us a good hint to whether we're going to bounce off of here or keep going down. If we keep going down after this area of resistance slash support, I think the next stop could be this daily demand zone down here, which is also like support and resistance. Right? It was support right here. And I bet you on a smaller time frame, it's been like resistance. Yeah, right there. Right here. Damn, what a day. Honestly, was not expecting this. But that's why you never know. Like, you never know until the market opens. Obviously, it was bearish, yes. But it's like, I only thought it was going to sell off if it was a crazy day, you know? And it is a crazy day. I mean, look at it, right? The opening range is big. Not only that, but the continuation of it is just as good. It's a good day. Even for US 30, the volume on US 30 was really good as well. It was for the sell off, and then it kind of slowed down. Which, I don't know, for US 30, the only way I really would have caught the short, only if I placed the order right here. Because as soon as the market opened up, boom, boom, bow, sold off ASAP. Damn. What do you guys think about today? I think today was a good day to end the week. I actually ended the week green. Thank God. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Damn. Crazy. We also haven't seen a pullback, like a really good pullback just yet. It literally went straight down. I guess this was the pullback here. This bear flag. A tiny bear flag. Cyrus, why are you barking? Nasdaq eyes jobs data as AI momentum meets hawkish rates. Wait, when is the next FOMC day? Wrong shit, wrong shit. FOMC. Cause yeah, for the new oh wow, it's this month on the 16th. 16th. So what, 2 weeks? Let me double check. Yeah, 2 weeks. You know why this FOMC is gonna be interesting? There's no more Papa Powell. I can't believe it. Isn't that gonna be weird watching someone replace Papa Powell just like that? Bro, bro. You gotta get a timeout. You're spamming. You're spamming. You're getting 10-minute timeout. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Which accounts you trading? Lucid, Tradeify, and I'm trying out Top One Futures. I've never traded Top One Futures. They're also not that popular for some reason. I'm not sure why. But I like the rules they had, so I'm trying them out. No, Take Profit Trader. No, I haven't thought about Take Profit Trader just because of the intraday drawdown. But that's the thing, like, that's also what was stopping me from trading. That's the thing, I rather trade Top Step than Take Profit Trader because of the intraday thing. And also, it's a personal thing. Like, I started trading with Take Profit Trader, and it's just bad for me. It's not good. The best thing I've done on Take Profit Trader was pass an account. I was eligible for one, and I talk about this a lot because it's such a good story. Basically, with Take Profit Trader, it was after my first payout. Usually, after your first payout, it tends to be kind of hard to get to your next. I don't know why. It's a pattern that I've noticed, but it happens a lot. And it happened to me. I was like in a rut. I don't know what happened. But I was trading with Take Profit Trader. Of course, I was gambling. I wasn't trading any type of specific strategy. It was kind of just like, I'll show up today and see what happens type of thing. You guys know how it is in the beginning. You just kind of show up to get what you can, you know, just kind of for fun. That's what I was doing. And somehow I got to a $400 payout with Take Profit Trader. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'm not even going to request it because I want a comma in my paycheck. Stupid. Fucking stupid. Oh, I got that comma shit from my life insurance manager. He was always like, I want you guys to taste the comma in the paycheck. And like that shit got wired into my brain. So I was like, you know what? Let me build up this payout to at least 1,000. Like, I just need a quick move. I hopped on the charts and I went straight to zero, blew the account right then and there. And then it was either that weekend or like the next day. I went to the vet and the bill for the vet was $400 and I was like, "Bro, there's no way." I was so greedy for that. But the good thing is that it did teach me a good lesson. Like, don't be greedy with your payouts. If you could take a payout, take it. Take it. Don't aim for like the moon or some shit. Unless you know you're gonna, follow your rules and you have that experience. But if not, take the payout. Take the $200, $300 payout. Like, you won't regret it. But yeah, from that experience with Take Profit Trader, now it's just kind of like a mental thing that I don't trade with them. But I do think they're a really great prop firm. I do, especially when they have like a really good sale that you don't need an activation fee. Shit, go for it. But remember, the E valve is end of day. The funded account is intraday, which is like harder to get above the buffer. So I'd be careful. I'd be careful with Take Profit Trader. They're great prop firm, great rules. The only thing is the intraday. You need to focus on getting above the buffer first. That way the intraday kind of ends. Yeah, that's the hardest part. Other than that, like, perfect prop firm. Top one changes rules and accounts so often that keeps them far away from Lucid and other good companies. That makes sense. I mean, I don't even hear much about Top One Trader at all. The only way I hear about it is if I see someone getting a payout on X, on Twitter. But other than that, like, I don't really hear about it. But I was like, you know what? I want more payout certificates. That's the only reason why I did it. I'm like Thanos collecting his stones with these certificates. Bottom step. I was thinking Top Step is bottom step as well recently, but they just changed their payout cap. Now it's kind of back to normal. It's even better. Hopefully they keep it that way. But yeah, I think Top Step is good now. It's like back up there if they keep it this way. If it goes back to how it was with like the smallest payout caps, it's kind of not worth it. They're not Top Step. They're like middle step. Now though, they're pretty good with this new payout cap thing. My funded futures is good. Damn, I wish I could trade my funded futures. I wish. I wish I could trade my funded futures. But unfortunately, I'm banned. I'm banned. Yeah, that's embarrassing, but like it happens. Do you know Earn to Trade? I've heard of them. I keep thinking Earn to Trade is like prop firm match, where it's like not an actual prop firm. I've never looked at Earn to Trade though, like their rules. Let's see. No upfront fees. See, I don't like this website. I don't like it. Let's see what they have though. Okay. Trade with. Trade with real capital. Withdraw your profits. Okay. Let's go to a 50K account. For the eValve, profit goal 3,000 and day 2,000. Pretty regular. They have a daily loss limit. A single trading day. Okay, cool. Pretty regular. Whoa, 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 whoa. 10 days minimum trading days. What are you talking about here? Minimum number of trading days required before you pass the eval, 10 days? That's 2 weeks. Bro. That's not good. Like, that's not good. No one wants to be in an eval for 10 days. Not not a trader that has experience passing accounts. I mean, I wouldn't even want to do this. Let's see. Okay, let's see their growth plan. Um Okay, so I don't know. Their growth plan is based off of their live accounts. Yeah, cuz the biggest account they have is 100,000. But it looks like you can get to a $400,000 live account, which is good. I don't know. I don't like the 10 days in an eval thing. Let's look at, where is it? Where's their FAQ? Oh, maybe here. Let's look at their payout rules. Okay, can't find it. Let's see here. Okay, that's not it. Let's look at, okay, their rules. um, do they have a payout rule section? Okay, maybe here, funding. Okay, what happens when I complete? No. Okay, withdraw policy. That's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. I don't know. It they need to upgrade some things, like their FAQ section, the website. It seems outdated. Their 10-day eval, that seems quite annoying. It kind of makes it even harder for you to pass an account because there's also no consistency rule in the eval, or at least they don't show it here. So it's like, I don't know, it seems a bit weird. And then this, like, is this supposed to be their funded account? I don't know. I'd give them some time. Are they new as well? I think they're new. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, this seems, they need more time for sure. Yeah. Oh, there's a 30% consistency. Which for an eval, it's like, wow. I guess they're trying to make it kind of harder to get funded in some type of way, you know? I guess they don't want like quick traders, which is understandable. If I mean, if you're gonna eventually get to a live account, then yeah. Cool. I'm gonna wait a couple more days before I even like try them out. I definitely no, not a couple days, a couple months. Yeah, cuz they're new, 2026. Honestly, you kind of got to give a prop firm a couple months before trying them out, which sucks to say, but it is the truth. I've had a couple experiences with bad prop firms, just trading them too early. like with fast track trading. And I learned my lesson very quickly. After that, I didn't try any other prop firm unless it was like it's been there for a couple months and I've seen other people get payouts and there's no issue with it. 2016. I see 2026. I'll search it up. I'll definitely need to do more research on them. Yeah, but the thing with prop firms is like it's up to the trader if they like it or not. Like some traders are so different, you know? And then of course picking out which prop firm is the best for you. Like that's another thing. I broke 6 of my rules today. Obviously took a loss, stupid emotional. New mistake. I'm gonna go back to practice account on Monday and see if I can follow all my rules properly before combine. See, the thing with the practice account is your emotions aren't gonna be the same as it will be in a live account or in a funded account. It's two different things. You probably already have your chart analysis down. Like it's already probably good enough. Now it's just you handling your emotions, which practicing on a practice account won't get you anywhere because there's no attachment to it. So it's easier. You know, when you're in an eval or a funded account or a live account, you have more attached to it, like, you know, emotions. Because, you know, you can either get funded or you can either get the payout. And you kind of need that experience to learn how to handle bad days. Yo, but it's up to you. Yeah, I'm just saying, like how it is. You won't grow your emotional control in a practice account. You just won't. You won't. It's two different things. But I will say you will get better with your chart analysis in a practice account. But that's about it. But like you're already probably good with that, you know? Like the chart thing, the strategy thing is like less than 50% of what you got to do. A lot of it's going to be in your head, you know? Or, you know, handling your emotions, whatever it is. The brainwave neural pathways, emotional networks need to build those up. Emotions build up and reach the tipping point for me sometimes. Yeah. Good morning. What props are you training with now? Tradeify, Lucid, Top One Futures. I am going to add, I do plan on adding, especially this month, I do plan on adding Alpha, probably like their 1 day pass, probably 50K accounts as well. And I do want to add Top Step and with Apex as well. But with Apex, I won't add 20 accounts. I'll add 5. And there's a reason for that, right? It's just um I don't want to build up to a huge $40,000 payout and then not end up getting it because I get transferred to live or something. That's the only reason. But yeah, taking it slow and steady. I would say like last month I definitely struggled, but I also think I wasn't focused. Like training requires a certain type of focus and you need it. And honestly, the focus, like, it doesn't require much. It's just you got to do certain things, like your pre market routine. You have to have one. You just do. And then what else? Your journaling. That's another big thing that I wasn't doing properly last month, but it's huge. It's necessary. Like you guys know when you write, something happens with your brain that like I don't know, you learn better. Imagine if you did it with trading, you might learn quicker about your own trading. It might actually be beneficial. No, it will be. It will be. Anyways, let me journal this really quick before I get off. Today's Friday. Friday. What are you guys gonna be up to today? I'll probably chill. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, my trades haven't been added in. Okay, I'm like, why is that so low? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to fix my journal, but it's taking a second to resync. So I'll just do it on the Discord. Yo. All right, let's screenshot it. Something I like to do with my screenshots is put the time frame that I'm screenshotting. Okay, let's move this. Gotta stop that around here. All right. Where's VWAP? Too far. Don't even need it in the screenshot. Okay, that's the 1 minute time frame screenshot. Then I like to do 5 minute, even though I didn't really use it today. Actually, no, I didn't. Yeah, I'll still screenshot it though, just to kind of get an idea of what it looked like. And then something I want to start adding is the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour. What the heck? Oh, there it is. And I like to zoom out. It's kind of hard to get everything, but. And then this way, I journaled the market structure on the bigger time frame. So I have 3 screenshots. And the good thing about screenshots is that if you actually go over your journaling, I don't know, maybe when you're on a losing streak or just in general, you'll get good pattern recognition. Like you'll be like, oh, like I remember that. I've seen it before. Let me be confident taking this trade. Something like that. Anyways, um I took shorts after First entry was after a 1 minute candle close below the 50% line and retest. Target was the next zone. The next zone, which was a 1 hour demand zone, which it looks like we bounced off of the zone. We kind of chopped in this area and then bounced off of it. Kind of very similar to US 30, right? We got to a zone, it chopped up, and then we kind of bounced off of it. Literally the same thing. We bounced off of it, went to this zone, rejected it again, just like NASDAQ. Got to a zone, chopped up, bounced off of it, got to this zone up here, sold off. And now we've bounced off of this zone again. There's really good moves, like, I'm not gonna lie. It's still moving good. An hour into market open. I feel like usually it'll kind of slow down by now. Got stopped. Break even on the first trade. Second trade was a continuation trade. Entry was the entry was really just below the zone. Like, that's where the entry was. But the confluence for it, I'm not gonna lie, was this bear flag here. It was kind of a breakout trade. And that was the pullback. That was like the best pullback out of this whole move. Pretty small pullback, but it worked. Continuation. Entry was a bear flag breakout, but it also was when the market got back below the zone. The good thing about this second trade, and I think it's why it really played out, was the volume that kicked in, right? Like, you could see when it was slowly chopping up, the wicks were huge, small bodies, right? Low volume. And then we have this huge, okay, it's not big. We have this engulfing red candle, and I'm pretty sure that's when I placed the sell order down here. So I was just thinking, if we get back below this area here, below the zone right here, and below like all these wicks, it'll most likely break out lower to the next zone. And luckily, I placed the order, because if I didn't, I would have missed the entry. Again, because more volume kicked in. And there was a quick trade as well. Not to mention, this trade was also right before 10 a.m., right? Let's look at that really quick. 10 a.m. Boom, right here. What happens at 10 a.m.? It slows down and then it kind of reverses. The timing is so important with the trading. Damn. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's like this 30-minute window is all I need. Yeah. And time, of course. Like, it's not perfect every day, but over a long period of time, it's perfect. It's good enough, you know? Make a video on TradeZella. That would be helpful. I'm making the video. I'm making the video. The only reason I put you in a timeout is because you were spammy. That's the only reason. Yo, I've blown like 30 accounts. You might get your payout on the 31st. You gotta think like that. Did I tell you guys? I think I have, but anyways, I think next week I will post a video about one of my students that I recently had in my 90-day program, which is closed right now, but it will reopen next month. But anyways, he joined, and in less than 30 days, he got $8,600 in payouts. 8,600. Crazy. I think he got like five payouts in total. So I did an interview with him. He's gonna be on the channel. But yeah, I really liked him because of his mindset. I think the only reason he got, well, there's a couple reasons, of course, but like one of the main reasons he got what he got, which was like almost a 10K month, was because of his mindset. Like he's very, how do I say it? Like not a quitter, you know? And that's how I am. And that's how a lot of successful traders are. They're very determined to achieve what they set out to achieve, you know? I don't know. I think mindset is like huge. You need a positive mindset through every loss, especially with prop firm trading, because with prop firm trading, you're going to fail a bunch. Like, that's just how it is. You can't succeed with prop firms without failing. Like, any big trader will tell you that. Any big prop firm trader. Anyone trade ICT in the chat? Oh, I bet they do. A couple people that watch me trade ICT. And they're cool. They're cool. But all right, that was it for me. I hope you guys got part of this sell-off. It was, I think it was one of the most cleanest sell-offs there's been in a while. It's not, well, technically it is a trending day. I mean, look at the daily candle. It's huge. I would say this is like the usual NASDAQ pattern where it just takes a couple days for it to really get up, and it just takes one day for all that to get wiped off. Every time. Wow. But all right, I'll see you guys on Monday. That was it for the week. I think it was a good week for the first week of the month. I did have a rough start. I think I lost Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but yesterday I caught a really good win, and so did today. I did today as well. So I'm basically like green on the week, which is good. But it was a rough start. I did learn a lot though when it comes to VWAP. If I will take a trade around VWAP and we're very close to it, I want to see a retest of it. And that could help me avoid a fake out from VWAP. But yeah, enjoy your weekend. If you had a rough week, I would journal. Try to journal all the trades that you took. If you can't journal every trade that you took, you probably took too much. So keep that in mind when you're trading. If you can't explain why you took a certain trade, then it's not an actual trade, it's a gamble. So, yeah, don't be on the charts all day. Anyways, have a good weekend, and I'll see you guys on Monday.